Hello, everyone. My name is Kang, and today we are going to talk about life within captivities, specifically ligers. So, what is a liger or a tigon? A liger has lion fathers and tiger mothers, and they usually grow much larger than their parents. Female ligers or ligresses can sometimes have babies. However, male ligers are fertile, often cannot mate with other ligers or any other cat species. A tigon has tiger fathers and lion mothers, and male tigons are fertile, while female tigons can make offsprings. There are roughly around 100 or less ligers left throughout the world, and ligers have only been bred in captivities, and they do not exist in the wild. Other things we should know. A liger can reach up to 12 feet in length and are considered the largest known cat in the world. A liger that is not obese can weigh up to 922 pounds of pure muscles and bones. Ligers often suffer from obesity from not having enough exercise in their small habitat and cages. Ligers experience gigantism while dwarfism is known to occur in tigons. Ligers can live up to 25 years, ranging from 15 to 25 years old, and this can be considered to be quite long since they are only living in zoos and captivity. What about some more facts? Ligers need to feed on 30 to 50 pounds of raw meat every other day, and some are picky eaters. They only eat beef or other red meats. Lions and tigers do not overlap in the wild except for one location, India's Jura forest, since lions are typically based more towards Africa, while tigers are based more towards Asia. It's very rare do they overlap, and even then, there are no wild ligers found in that region. The Association of Zoos and Aquariums, the accredit for zoos in North America, does not approve of ligers due to it being a crossbreeding mammal, and it is man-made, unethical, and irresponsible breeding resulting from greed. So where are they in the world? Some are found in Shenzhen Wildlife Zoo in China, Einad Shrine Circus in Illinois, America, Pingtung Rescue Center in Tainan, King Richard's Fair in Massachusetts, America, Bloemfontein Zoo in South Africa, Canberra National Zoo and Aquarium in Australia, and Tripoli Zoo in Libya. So about habitat loss and captivity, some fragmentation and loss of habitats. Feline hybrids like ligers are not found in nature, and lions and tigers geography do not overlap in the wild, and there are still no wild ligers found in India's Jura forest to this day. Big cats that exist in the same territory do not cross species line, which is similarly like humans are not drawn towards chimpanzees or gorillas. They just are not attracted to each other. They only breed in captivity due to the fact that they are in such a enclosed space that they have no choice but to breed with each other. The Institute of Greatly Endangered and Rare Species is globally playing a big role for conservation of big cats and other animals in the wild. The liger's path to extinction played a big but indirect role to generate awareness and funding for this organization. There are it is very controversial to talk about ligers because a lot of people do not want them to continue breeding because it is unethical and it is not found in nature. So it is like humans playing God, and therefore they do not want the ligers to continue to exist. But others are breeding them due to greed, and so there are a lot of controversies going around with the species. However, Association of Zoos and Aquariums state that feline hybrids are not helpful to genetic diversity of big cats and have no conservation value. Therefore, they are illegal in the United States. Conservation scientist Luke Dollar says that crossbreeding between big cat species is unethical and is a result of greed and irresponsible breeding. Ligers live their whole lives in captivity, and their only habitat is a zoo they were bred in. Since they are sterile, they will not be able to reproduce or survive in the wild due to them living their whole life in zoos, and they are lacking in hunting instincts, and they are endangered. They have never had to hunt for their own food, and they have also never killed. They are very, very friendly towards humans that fed them, which means they are prone to be poached or hunted for trophy. And ligers are bred for novelty and captive breeding, which this issue can lead to overbreeding and have specific traits that can lead to health issues for the offsprings. Health issues that affect ligers have been studied, and many came from genetic bonding of traits that force mutations. With hybrids like ligers, there is a much greater chance of genetics being messed up. Ligers are offspring of big cats that crossbred in captivity, and they will not be able to survive in the wild if they are released. Here's some of the examples that hybrids went wrong. On the left is Kenny. Some Liger hybrid was born with a cleft palate, crossed eyes, and much shorter life expectancy. Kenny died at half of a captive Liger's life expectancy. And ligers are predisposed to gigantism and often have to be delivered by cesarean section. And most of them do not survive the birth or the mother dies. Some suffer from neurological defects like head shaking while growing up, sterility, cancer, arthritis, organ failure, and diminished life expectancy. These lives were brought into this world for entertainment and novelty, while suffering a range of illnesses that otherwise would not normally have in the wild. And some trade in exotic animals. Trading contribute this is the one of the biggest contribution from the illegal wildlife trade to create ligers. It is the main source of revenues in zoos, illegal traders, breeders, etc. And because of the greed for money, it is the drive to crossbreed of the species like ligers. Entertainment from seeing rare species powered the many trades, smuggling, and breeding. And speaking of smuggling, ligers have been smuggled everywhere in the world. Some have even made it to America, and some got into Mexico. And some other threats of death via sedation and transportation of the ligers, and abandonment of big cats due to other costs and danger when they are being kept as pets or as in the zoos or in personal kind of living enclosures that they people abandon them because they cost so much. All right, that is it. These are my references. Thank you for listening.